Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I was lucky enough to get an invite to the European premiere on Monday night. James Gunn was there to kick things off. Chris Pratt was there, Zoe Saldana, Kurt Russell. The atmosphere in the cinema was it was amazing, and to start the movie off like that, it was definitely something worth experiencing. Director James Gunn really did exceed my expectations for this movie. It's a movie that's filled with tons of humour. There's so much throughout the whole movie. Lots of action, and there is actually some, there's a lot of heart to this movie as the Guardians sort of try to figure out what they mean to each other. There are multiple storylines within the movie, but the main story sees Peter coming face to face with Ego, played by Kurt Russell, as they build on their father and son relationship. At the same time, you have the other characters, giving their own moments, sort of figuring out who they really are and their relationships with each other. Yondu, played by Michael Rooker, he really shined for me in this movie. Just the way he interacted with the team, it just made me want to see more of his character. And obviously you have Baby Groot, and you just can't help but love him. I didn't know if they were going to put him in the movie as much as they did, but I'm happy that they did. They used him quite well. Every time he was on screen, the audience were, chuckling to themselves. And at times it reminded me a little bit like Deadpool, in the sense that it's not afraid to not take itself too seriously. There's lots of humour. Even in slightly tense moments, there are little quips thrown in here and there. It doesn't detract from the actual scene itself, but it just adds that layer of what made the first movie great, I think. Like I said before, this movie gives each of the characters their own moment to shine. Adds that little bit of extra depth over the first movie, and it was just good. I think that there is heart to the movie. At one moment, I looked over, and there was this girl a couple of seats down from me who actually had tears in her. She was wiping away tears from her eyes, and I think for a movie to be able to make you laugh and make you cry and make you actually feel those sort of emotions, it's definitely a movie that's had a lot of love and care put into it. And I think it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it from start to finish. Something I noticed about this movie is that it feels separate from the Avengers universe, in the sense that there's not a lot of mention of the Infinity Stones, or they're not trying to shoehorn in a connection with the other movies. It feels like its own separate thing. Obviously, it's in the MCU, but the way it introduces new worlds, new races, and just has that exploratory feel about it, it makes it feel different. And I think Marvel could use that as a way to go beyond the Avengers. Well, after Avengers 4, just do something different and keep the MCU feeling fresh going forward. Yeah, so I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's a movie that's filled with action, humour, emotion to the story. I read a few reviews that said that it's not as good as the first one, or that there's pacing issues. I didn't find any pacing issues in the movie. I enjoyed it all the way through. And to be honest, I actually preferred this movie over the first one. So I can't wait to see what James Gunn does with Volume 3. So yeah, definitely go watch it. It gets 2 thumbs up from me. Also, yeah, there are 5 end credit scenes, so make sure you stick around for that, and hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll be doing a spoiler review later in the week when the movie's out, so stay tuned for that, and see you next time.